work, and I can't make a shot. Oh my God, I've made so many mistakes. So we're here like a couple days before season even opens. Basically, I drove 18 hours to a unit I don't know. Come to find out it's extremely thick. I know I've already said that. And we're gonna do a little bit of glassing. We have 600, I think it's like 683,000 acres of public land to hunt here. It's so quiet. My ears ring like crazy. That is some thick, that's fucking nasty country. I'd be shocked if I took a shot over 20 yards. That's how thick it is. Could be close quarters. On a good note, I did stop and I did talk to somebody that's been here before, and he said that they do get very vocal around mid-month. Thank God, because I'll be on a different. I'll be somewhere else. I'll be somewhere else. So I don't really have an idea what I'm going to do clearly, but I'm going to go look at some maps tonight, and then in the morning, hopefully I'll have a little bit better game plan for you guys. But I'm telling you what, the view is beautiful, the smells are great, and the air is crisp, very crisp. Like I need to get a jacket on type crisp. Not gonna lie, I got pretty chilly last night. It's like, it was 102 in Texas the day before we left, and it's probably in the mid-30s right now here. I toss and turn pretty much all night. We have 680,000 acres to cover. It's very steep and very thick. There's only 3 roads in this unit that I can utilize to kind of get around on. So I'm gonna travel all 3 of them today and see exactly what kind of terrain's on each side of these. So I'm going to go on the back side of this mountain tonight, or excuse me, this morning, and see if they came down last night. Maybe we can catch them going up. Look at this. I mean, it's very, very beautiful here. But look at these walls. These are legitimately walls right here. See that? That's pretty much what we have been dealing with. And right now, this is not even public. This is private. So this is private. This is private. All along, this is all private. There's like say that little draw right there. That would be a lot easier to walk up, but it's private. So finding somewhere to walk to get to that side of public land is actually my main issue right now, because the hunt hasn't started. Clearly, and I don't want to burn out my legs prior to the hunt starting, so I've been kind of contemplating maybe going back into town and seeing if there's maybe a place where I can lease some horses for like 5 days or so. Because walking back, by the time I get back to where I need to go, I'll probably be burnt out, done. I've walked hills before. I mean, I come around the bend and look at this. There's 680,000 acres to hunt, right? I wonder how much of that looks like. It is kind of ironic though. We came around the bend and like, oh wow, this actually looks really good. And then I look up to my left. What does that say? Leaving public land? Okay. All right. Time check for you guys. It is now 9:08. Then do a little bit of glassing. I got an area over here that I like a lot. It's got a lot of aspens in it. Found some like really sketchy, crappy roads that I'm actually able to drive up on. So we came up here at the highest point we can get to, and I've glassed all this area. None of this is fresh. Came back into this draw just to take a gander. Beautiful. I just can't get over Colorado at times. What we got? Hill, draw, aspens, with a bunch of trees, and we got water. Here in Colorado, water's not a giant deal, but it is good to take a note of it. That is the kind of road we're actually looking for right there. Came to the other side of the mountain, legitimately like way on the other side of the mountain, and right off the road is that. Mosquitoes are terrible right now. Absolutely the worst mosquitoes I've ever had to deal with in my entire life. They're all over me. All over me. They're biting. Look, they're everywhere. There's a bed right there. Bed over here. They're biting my butt. I want you guys to know this. The mosquitoes are so bad. Legitimately so bad I had to get my rain jacket out. I last time I experienced something like this was like in Alaska. We just got swarmed. We got over there by the water, absolutely swarmed. I saw 2 bedding areas. One was very prominent. There was multiple beds, a bunch of cow poop, some bull poop, a bunch of cow tracks, but there was a very large amount of stagnant water back there. That's actually what I was going to go look at on my map, and it's there, and it's a breeding ground. What I mean breeding ground for mosquitoes. I'm not kidding y'all. When I say it was bad, we were trying to film something. I was like, I had him in my face and my mouth, and he had him all inside of it. I was like, this is bad. We can't stand here because we're trying to swat him so bad. On a good note, this is a very prominently used trail, clearly, because I mean, we're just walking through it like this, and it's pretty deep back in here. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey, you know where the elk are? Yeah. Oh. Okay, all right. Well. Good morning. It's day number 2.5 here. Tomorrow is opening day. We're gonna drive about three miles that way, get on top of a ridge, and listen, and then we're gonna do some walking. We're gonna walk until about 11. See if we can find some sign. It's number 1, sign. Maybe hear some bugles. I still think it might be a little early for that. Need to find some elk. That's number 1. Okay, making it back over to the truck. This side of the mountain it's not really producing anything. I'm not seeing a lot of sign, not seeing any tracks, no fresh sign. I'm seeing a lot of old sign, but that doesn't really mean anything. At least on that side of the mountain, like 10 miles that way, there was at least a little bit of fresher sign. A lot more of it, like a lot more track, a lot more everything. Well, we decided to go on a little bit of a hike. I want to be out of here before midday. I need to go into town and get some stuff. We're sitting at 10,000 feet right now. Pretty much at the top where we're going to be going. I legit walked all the way up here to take a look at this. I've actually decided, you know, it's probably time to make sure my bow is good, since tomorrow is the opener here in Colorado archery. We drove like I said, 18 hours to get to here. I haven't seen any elk yet. Found some sign. We're gonna go in right after this and go to the area which I'm going to walk in the morning. We're gonna walk it right now as well, or start off. How about that? We're gonna start off in this area that's about 4 or 5 miles up the road that way. We're gonna make sure old Betsy here is that's your name, old Betsy. Old Betsy's nice and dialed, so we don't have any mishaps. Okay, so it's kind of funny. These are actually, I think there's like mixed. I think one was like 35 and one was 20 or something. They both shot kind of high, but this was exactly 60. I was aiming here, so I'm gonna take that. So I came through here yesterday, and these are really, they were a lot darker. I have a photo actually. Well, it doesn't really matter. These were a lot darker and wetter. That's why I came back here. And there's a seep. I brought one camera here, so we're gonna set it over here. chili. There's a lot more chili up here than down there. I hate it when there's trees that are like this because it's like I can't go up and over them and I can't go really underneath them. I see most people, like myself, I thought that was actually bear. That's not bear. That's elk eating it in the wintertime because the snow got so high. It's literally what I mean, I've heard of them eating aspens, but my first time actually seeing it was up here. So day one morning is pretty much coming to a complete. I went back into that area where I found the beds a couple days ago. I'm pretty sure they were probably just old beds. They didn't have any smell to them, like whatsoever. So I haven't been elk hunting very long, but I do know this. I've learned from Ben Sandel and just watching YouTube videos. That's all I do. I don't know anybody else other than Ben Sandel that elk hunts. So I'm only finding sign that is extremely old, like this elk sign right here. Old tracks. I've been here in this area for 3 days. Haven't seen an elk, haven't heard an elk, haven't seen any fresh sign. I've been all the way up to almost 11,000 foot. Now I'm back down here at like 9,500, and this is where I've seen the most sign. But I still haven't seen any elk. So you know what that means? They're not here, right? Plenty of bugs. There's no elk. Well, quick update for you guys. It's at 3:29. I came up here to try to find somewhere else to possibly hunt. You know, these roads in Colorado, they're very, very, very good. We're about to put my truck to probably a little bit more of the test that I was wanting to. Oh, that looks a little blown out, doesn't it? So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, look at that. So there's not much room for air here. You need to just end up down there. I'm only slightly worried about sliding across these rocks as I go, but really just kind of want to get up there now. I just want to turn around and go back down. This road is no bueno. It's not going to work out. This is more like it. Got to a new spot. Okay. What I was trying to say earlier before I was way out of breath. We are now at just about 10,800 feet. I would say minimum 30 miles, maybe more from where we were earlier. Now we're deep back in here. There's like no real road access. Yep, it's pretty. Lots of mosquitoes. Lots of mosquitoes. I'm not gonna walk down to it. Finally found the first wallows of the trip. There's a decent game trail way over there too. That wallow is strong. It smells so bad. This thing smells so bad. I had one camera I brought here to Colorado. I'm gonna stick it up right here on this wallow. I mean, when I mean bad, look at this. Oh my God, it's so foul. It smells like you stick your head right up a cow's butt. Oh my God. Only real downfall is the fact that there's 1.5 billion mosquitoes. But I got a camera set up. There, so we should be. Hopefully we get some photos. Not photos, but I actually set it on video mode. Hopefully get some video. Oh, I'm getting bit in the back. I mean, there's 4 rubs in like 2 minutes. There's another one up there too. That's legitimately the 5th rub in like 40 yards. We got one in bugle off camera, pretty far away. But it sounded really far away. Okay, so we're actually on our way out of here just a little bit early. I know that we heard a bugle. That was either an elk or a person clearly, but I don't know. I have a pretty good feeling that a lot of the stuff that we were seeing, all the fresh sign was pretty deep in there. And I think we're gonna have to go even farther back, like way farther back. And I didn't really feel like doing that today. I got such a long time here left. I didn't want to I didn't feel like destroying my legs. Heading back, I'm starving. So this is kind of why I feel like I'm in a good spot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 people here at least right now. That's good. I have a pretty good idea. I know we have to move camp again, which kind of sucks. But I think we're gonna go super deep. My goal, I know I'm from Texas, so I live at 500 foot. When I get up to 11,000, I'm like, yes, fist bump. I wanna get up to 12,500 is what I wanna get to. I think the farther back and the deeper we go, the better it's gonna get. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, one of the best investments so far I made was in this nifty little trailer hitch. When you're out here like in well, in the middle of nowhere and your trailer's like super uneasy, I can like make it go up and down. I wish you would get rid of the bees. They're everywhere. Oh, and I actually broke my hat swatting bees this morning, so that's good. So I have decided, as you guys do know, to move camps. Decided to sleep in just a little bit this morning because I knew it was gonna roughly take about 30-45 minutes to get everything removed and all that kind of stuff. It took about an hour to get back over to camp from where we were. So I decided, you know what? It's second day of the season. A lot of people are gonna be gung-ho. There's gonna be a whole bunch of people out there. May as well just, we'll give it one morning, but I'll be back out there this evening. And then tomorrow and the next day, we're gonna go nether regions deep. So yesterday when I was back in here, I was a little bit more vocal. I was bugling and doing all that kind of stuff. I know I heard one bugle yesterday. It was somewhere down in there. I'm gonna be very quiet today. I'm not gonna bugle. I'm just gonna periodically cow call. Maybe they're gonna go. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'm staying in this dark, thick timber though. I just called in that little tiny one. There's gotta be a cow. And the rope right there too. See was legs underneath the trees from far away. Ended up being 2 mule deer. Shooting light now, 30 minutes after dark. I've seen more deer today than I did elk. I saw that one little elk. I've seen probably 6 deer at least. Walk sucks. Check for you guys. 6:30 in the morning. We're over 11,000 foot now. 100% just heard a bugle. Okay. Dudes are ripping bugles right now. 6:40. They're ripping bugles. I don't know if you guys can hear them. They're down beneath us right now. I'm not ripping any bugles. Not yet. few extra squats, run a few extra miles. It's a steep son of saw another one. This thing was giant. We're at now, I saw. Okay. Okay, so I decided to come out there a little early. I feel pretty good about that area. They were bugling there this morning. They were bugling there this evening, or one was at least. The other ones weren't. I came around that corner and he was about 25 yards away, but he was giving me like the Texas heart shot. So I had nothing but like the butt. So I tried to cow call to get him to turn. That didn't work. It's worked in the past, it didn't work this time. Which I should have done is probably just drawn back and maybe let him take a step and then cow called, but hindsight's 2020. The other one had me pinned. He had giant whale tails. He was a beautiful bull, but we did find a wallow down there. I mean, they're down there. They got ahead of me. I should have trusted. I just didn't trust myself when I said they were going to bugle. They bugled, then I went down. No, I should have been down there ahead of the wind. Superstitious, so I change my arrow out every day. Okay, so yesterday I spotted, well, this open field, but I noticed that it had a whole bunch of wallows, but I saw it from, I know you guys can't really tell, but there's where I just pointed, there's a giant cliff way up there. And I spotted it when I was just kind of walking through it yesterday. And I decided to move down here today and just sit these wallows. Because on the way in, I did see this. And just so you are aware, on the backside of that creek that I came in through, that's where I saw those two bowls yesterday. And I heard a bugle this morning up this ridge that way. So, but on the way in, I did see some nice stuff. Let's see here, where's it at? Okay, prints, no big deal. So we got one right here. Doesn't look to have a ton of fresh crack in it. It's more like a watering hole, doesn't smell bad. There's another one down here. I think I'm gonna put myself inside that tree line over there, just in case they come up over this hill like all the poop suggests. So I decided to set up a little hide site right here because those bushes down over there are completely thrashed. Should come down like they have been. There's poop everywhere behind me. I just need to have an opening to take a shot. And I think this is it. With them coming down, stream there, wallow here. If they come up behind me, I could turn around because I think this is the best bet. If I'm gonna sit, I'm gonna sit like this, which I hate sitting, but we'll try it. That's probably my least favorite way of hunting. It's now 7. I'm gonna take the next hour of light and hunt normally. Okay, so I haven't talked to you guys since I I left last night from the same area. Right now we're just on the main trail. This is like a normal hiking trail. But I've decided to kind of wait just a minute, kind of this like little draw. Yeah, this is a draw. Wait in this draw because, as you guys do know, if you've ever hunted out west, the about 4 o'clock thunderstorm is now here. It'll roll through, but I'm not really too big. I'm not a big fan of going cresting myself on a ridgeline with a lightning rod. I'm kind of just waiting for a sec. Hopefully it just keeps rolling on through. I got a plan. I'm gonna sit tonight. I know yesterday I said I hate sitting. But after seeing that big bull come into that area, I feel like I have to sit there tonight. Especially since they're not. The key is they're not full swing rut. We just need one cow to go in estrus and we're golden. I need to move over there. God. Hurt. I got a knot right now. All that work and I can't make a shot. How many times have I practiced that shot? Can I shoot over him? What the what the what the If you guys can't tell, I'm at a pretty big low right now. I pride myself on shooting, and yet I can't even pull off like a 25-yard shot. I don't know if I just got overconfident. What you guys didn't see is the gentleman holding the camera went 30 yards behind me, started raking a tree. I started cow calling. Bull came in directly where he should have, because you know they come down at night because of the thermals. Came down, looking around, kind of confused, walks literally where I was anticipating them. If there was ever a low and a high on this series, right now we're at the very bottom of the low. Probably also the most you guys have ever heard me curse in a video. How's there a mosquito in here? So I grabbed the memory card from that that we put out the very first day we were here on that wallow. Literally the place I just sat and missed, which was great. Hold on, let's see what kind of video we got here. There's an elk. 10:47, so at nighttime. Him walking through. He's a 2-4. He's a 6x6, but he's kind of looks droughted up on. He's got a pretty big body. Okay. Okay, so yesterday, you guys do know I kind of made a couple mistakes, missed a shot. It's okay though. Learning from those. Today I'm rebounding, I'm gonna be good. It's gonna be good, but first off, I wanna let you guys know a lot of people that hunt public land like I'm hunting currently, you guys always have like issues with other hunters. I've actually made multiple friends on the mountain. There's a guy that's been hunting above me, like I've said, I think I may have said it in other videos, and there's been another guide who has been hunting above me as well, and I told him I'll hunt below you guys, and we all kind of we never came in each other's area, we didn't blow each other's stuff out, and I'm actually gonna go up and help him pack it out. So I'm telling you, all you people in New Mexico and Arizona and Colorado and Utah who are just smashing people's game cameras, don't do that. It ain't cool. Help your fellow hunter out, you know, even if you have to walk up really big hills to carry meat. That hike is not very not very pleasant. Well, look how beautiful this is. Look at that. We're up here. Oh, that's not bad. The other bag, easy. That's not heavy. He took the cape off, so if he would have left the cape on, whoo, that's heavy. All right, black bag. Oh, yep, all right. Oh, okay, hey. Let's see how waterproof these shoes are. A little cold. That water's pretty cold. I don't think my feet are wet though. All right. Okay, I'm legitimately checking every single arrow before I go out. I'm at a new spot. This is actually 2 days later. Yesterday I spent most of the day walking around, and then one of the guys I met on the mountain, he needed help packing out his bowl, so I did that. What else did I do? This morning I came over here to try to find an entry back into a bowl that's way back about 2 or 3 miles that way. As you guys can see, we're like right on the edge of the tree line. You'll see it when we get over there. Just gonna get some different scenery, but I came over here this morning. I got a dead end road, got to another area where it was a hellacious draw, and it would have taken me 4 hours to get there, so I had to try to find somewhere else. And around 8 a.m. I found this, and I was like, you know what? No, we'll just wait. Look at that! You good?
Yeah.
Look at that! Literally, it's ending right there in the middle of the field. Dude, fuck, right when I came out, they come out. Just had one come in. Unfortunately, they're smart. It came from downwind. Came right through there, and we were sitting way over there. Just grabbed some shit and start raking. Oh my God. Look at there. 4 minutes before shooting light was up. Okay, I want it to be known that this grass is like this high. We've been searching for this animal. He's down 100%. Okay, you have no idea. I've been here since the 27th of August. It is now 8 September. I've missed a shot. I have blown stalks. I've made so many mistakes. This is my very first DIY elk hunt ever. And we called them in 54 yards, 4 minutes before shooting light was up. The emotions right now, it's insane. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, there we go. Look at that. This animal right here is gonna feed me for a very long time. My very first, oh my gosh, you can feel all the sap on his horns from rubbing. Oh my gosh. I would try to flip him over to show you guys a shot, but he weighs a bit. Now, if you guys have never elk hunted, this is when the actual work starts. Got half the animal, a little bit kind of boned out and quartered out, a little bit back straps, loins, all that kind of good stuff. Shot placement right there, just above, maybe clipped the heart a little bit, but all along, like 100% all along. The heart's pretty much like right here. I may have got the top of the heart, but for sure got the lung. All right. I'm gonna say right now that I was not trophy hunting here in Colorado. I was trying to build some coolers, and now we've got 2 of these coolers. This has pretty much been my food cooler. This otter box right here has been my food cooler this entire time. I got these 2 right here that have full of elk meat in them. I gotta get some ice on them, but they're very nice and tasty. But this buddy right here, yes, I wasn't trophy hunting, but I'm very glad I got you. So you guys, right now here in Colorado, I've learned, I know I'm pretty new to this. This is actually my very first DIY public land hunt. I've always hunted public land here for elk always, but what I'm saying is, like, this is my first ever public land DIY all by myself. Got this thing knocked out, so I'm very, very, very happy. You guys are gonna come out here, I'm telling you, you're gonna have some mental games played with yourself. You're gonna miss some shots like I have. I'm gonna get this thing loaded up in the back of the truck. Yeah, that should work, right? That should work just fine.